Okay, good evening everybody and welcome to this evening stream. So obviously it's a pretty exciting, pretty interesting stream. So what we're going to be doing this evening is we're going to be launching our latest build jam. So you can see right above here, we've obviously got a fairly special build jam. So we've done several of these in the past obviously, but this time we've got some serious money running behind it. So really excited to see the sorts of things that everyone comes out with. We'll announce the theme and sort of more of the details soon. There is going to be an itch page launched any moment now. I think there's people on standby to do that sort of thing once we've announced the theme. So a lot more of the detail will be over on that itch page. So I'll cover some of it, but I'd recommend checking that link out once it's available to go and get a lot more of the detail about, you know, all the sort of terms and conditions and stuff like that. Because obviously, yeah, it's going to be kind of quite an exciting time. So let's jump in here, and I'm joined this evening by Adam. You want to say hello?
I did say hello. Hello.
Did you? Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it's going to be me and Adam. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of announce the theme of the jam, and we will kind of start our own submission. And obviously, our submission would be kind of separate. It's not going to potentially win any prizes. It would be nice, but yeah, we're just going to build kind of as an example to perhaps reinforce and explain what the theme is. So I guess without kind of further ado, we'll just jump in and announce the theme, and then I think if AJ's on standby ready to get that sort of itch page and link out for everybody to see. So the theme for this build jam is build a base. Okay, so that can obviously be taken many different ways. So I think it's quite important to sort of pay attention to sort of the next little bit here. So what we mean by build a base is we'd like people to build components, to build things, to build parts of what could be construed as a base that is going to be a package for other people to use. So do remember, this is a build jam, it's not a game jam. So what we're going to have is essentially a space where we're not expecting people to build their own hubs or build their own bases or build something that would essentially be an entire thing for people to come and enjoy. It is instead going to be, think of things that would help other people make a base. Okay, so what we mean by base is essentially, it's like you see here in our kind of main hub here, we've got things like game cards and some activities. So it's a space that isn't strictly a game, it's instead a space for hanging out, it's for socializing, it's for connecting people to other games and experiences and hubs. You can see there in chat that AJ has dropped the itch page. So as I say, there's a lot more information on there that explains kind of a few more examples, a few more details, a little bit more about what we're perhaps expecting. You've also got the prize breakdown, you've got all sorts of things like that. So yeah, do make sure you go and check out the itch page. The build jam itself is going to be running for 2 whole weeks. Okay, so you've got plenty of time to commit to this, a bit of time to plan, a bit of time to prep and to schedule some stuff. So you've got, as I say, a couple of weeks. We're going to be closing submissions on the Monday, the 11th of October. Okay, so it's just under 2 weeks, obviously, but pretty much got 2 whole weeks to go ahead and yeah, get your submissions in. So submissions are going to come in the form of an itch submission. So on the itch page, there'll be a way to have the submission, and also we'll require a package guide on our forum. So it's kind of 2 places to do your submission. Submission on the itch page, and that submission needs to contain a link to the package guide. So obviously the package guide is a really good way to help explain to creators how to use the package that you've made. Okay, so hopefully that will make sense. Obviously fire off questions in chat. We've got a couple of mods on standby to answer any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them as we go along as well. So as I say, lots to think about. Let us know what you're kind of planning. It'd be interesting to see the sorts of things people are going to think to go ahead and build. What I was thinking I was going to build is I'm going to start work on a sort of a kind of a build your own social space kit. So kind of have like a template space where you can kind of clip things into it. So you can kind of have like a perhaps like a bar area, you could have a pool area, you could have a seating area, cinema area. Like, I'm trying to think of little things I can have that players can kind of clip together. That's what I'm thinking. Adam, what about you? What was your kind of plan for the evening?
So to try and make a package that's going to be useful for people to build hangout spaces and spaces that can link to other games, I was going to work on some kind of a game portal, something hopefully really exciting as a way of going from one game to another game. Still trying to think about what kind of theme I want for that. I'm either going to go like sci-fi or maybe kind of steampunk, using some sci-fi and some mechanical revolution things, so like pistons and moving parts that open the portal.
Oh, that'd be nice. So like like we've got our game cards at the minute, which is like the image on that sort of the game card mesh. I guess it's kind of like a slightly more interesting kind of approach to
Yeah,
in-game portals.
yeah, like quite a strongly themed one is probably what I'm going to go for.
Nice, cool. I'll share the
See how
space
it
with
turns
you.
out.
I think we'll work in the same space because it's always
Yes.
pretty good to kind of socialize together in the same editor. Even though we're working on separate things, there could be some crossover here for them to work within the same space.
Yep.
So just looking here at chat, so a lot of people seem pretty excited. That's really good to see. So hopefully, the theme itself kind of makes some sense. We've deliberated a lot over the last few weeks about kind of the best way to explain it and the best way to name it. But it seems like everyone's got it, which is great. So developers really excited. A modular base by Sovereign Games, yeah. So essentially, that's a pretty nice way to look at it. As I say, there's a few other kind of examples I wrote down earlier. So it's kind of like an event space. So it could be a specific space that does one thing, that the creator essentially downloads the package. It gives them the whole space, and then they just plug in a few parameters, and it gives them what they want. It could be some sort of like disco light show that plays music out of a jukebox, for example. There's a lot of kind of room here for an artistic edge as well as a programming edge. So obviously build jams kind of tend to be more about the physical things that you're building, but also there's definitely space here for plenty of technical minds to build cool packages that are kind of quite code based, quite code heavy. And if, as you see on the itch page, we've got various prize categories after our kind of generic kind of first, second, third. We've got kind of various prize categories, and they all kind of look for different things. A couple of them are kind of looking for more specific kind of code-based things, whereas others are looking for more specific sort of like art-based things. So definitely something in this for everybody. The Adams managed to join in here. So I haven't put a huge amount of thought into this. I kind of wanted to leave it for the stream really and go through a bit of a thought process and how this is kind of going to work. Let us know in chat if there's anything you'd like to see me do. Like to see me build. Be quite interesting. A lot of games have these sort of social spaces, and there's always little like toys. I think we've referred to them as in the past, like little things to do. I'm imagining I could perhaps have little buttons and little interaction things that kind of just do stuff. Yeah, interesting to see what people come up with.
I'm a bit undecided on my theming, split between future sci-fi, very futuristic, and like steampunk. I'm going to see what chat say.
Sounds good. Katie says, "Can we go?" I assume that means can we go as in can we start building? The answer is yes. The build jam has started. It's time to go. It's time to get going. Can we go as in can we leave the stream? No, you have to stay here till the end.
You cannot leave.
You cannot leave.
We'll know.
We'll know.
Your submission will be struck off.
Right. Okay. Let's get some.
I'm going to go steampunk.
Dimensions.
Unless anyone.
Steampunk's cool. I mean, you could perhaps maybe do a couple. You could have like. You could almost have like a base portal, and then a couple of like theme packs that drag on top of it. So it's like you put the locator in the right place, and all of the meshes from that theme pack kind of sit around it. Maybe.
That is an interesting idea.
Stretch goal.
Stretch goal. Yeah, I would, but I'm probably not going to do that because I'm not going to spend my whole week on it. But if I was doing this properly, I would.
Your whole 2 weeks.
Don't sarcastically laugh. Sorry, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Right. I'm also hoping my voice survives the stream because last week was pretty rough, and I can already feel like it's slowly disappearing. So by the end of the stream, it might just be kind of whispers of a voice coming through. But hopefully, people have got enough of an idea by then. So
I'm worried you're saying that because I haven't got much of a voice and I've got no drink.
Oh no, that's an error.
Take over.
Right. Let's build a base plate out of.
Right. One thing I'm going to do is install my little bit of Portal UI I did. What did I call it? Oh, a hologram UI, that was it.
Oh, the little kind of the glowing triangle thing.
Yeah, I think that looks cool for a Portal effect. Not sure how I'm going to use it yet, but yeah, hologram UI package it's called, I think.
Okay, so if I'm working off this as like a base plate, so I'm imagining like having some little kind of tiny kits and kit bash things that will kind of clip into various places here. So probably going to cut out a big square of the middle, which could be a sort of like a seating kind of hangout space.
That's gonna be. What do portals really look like? Does anyone really know?
I mean, I guess that's up for interpretation, right?
Yeah, sort of thing where there is no real portal to compare against, so anything could kind of be a portal. We have no idea how they'd actually look. Yeah, I'm gonna go kind of mechanical or steampunk and imagine this is like, like an old clockwork inventor or something managed to make a portal, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So it's almost like, yeah, something that's like way ahead of its time,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Right. So okay, so there's kind of the this is the sort of thing that would clip in essentially. So I know that fits perfect, and I can sort of decorate this up in whichever way I'd like. So I might do like a American diner setting first, and then what I'm thinking is some sort of button perhaps, or some mechanism that could perhaps even rotate through them on the fly. That might work quite well. You don't see portals, you feel them. Oh, there's a challenge for you.
But what?
What-
How am I supposed to build that?
How does the portal make you feel when you use it?
Oh, that's how people go missing. Or what, like a wormhole or something?
Ooh.
Is that how people go missing? Like every time someone goes missing, it was a portal?
Maybe.
Whoa. I feel like this Tiger vent knows a bit more than they're letting
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
So much cool stuff in the whatever this pack is that I'm using. Mechanical
Mechanical
Revolution
Revolution.
pack.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're going for there.
I'm not sure what I'm going for, okay? I'm just experimenting.
No, like I can see, like like that kind of oval shape out of the iron. Lots of like
Yeah,
valves and steam and stuff. I can see. Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking, yeah. Like a really over the top mechanical way of doing a portal that obviously would never work, but works in this way, in this weird world. All right, I'm going to need more locators because you always want to keep your world tree organized.
Oh
Don't
yeah, I'm gonna have to be really careful, aren't I, with you here?
you? Couldn't have invited me.
I mean, it's a good point, So I think something that's worth us discussing on this actually is best practices for making these sort of packages. So you have to remember that if we're making this as a package, we kind of want people to be able to use it as clearly as possible. So it kind of makes sense for us to pay attention to what we're naming things and to have, actually properly named voxel meshes. So when people install the package, they're not suddenly hit with a kind of a template world tree that's really confusing or difficult to kind of adjust. So yeah, it's really worth spending some time, as Adam says, like having locators and things placed under them and having things named properly. Oh, that's just made a good point in chat as well, actually. So we'll kind of reinforce that. So if you are using existing packages as part of your entry, which is perfectly fine, obviously we encourage people to sort of use what other people have made and kind of expand on it. And if it's going to save you time, then go for it. But do make sure when you submit, you kind of have some sort of credit to them in the documentation, just to make it clear, that kind of which parts of the package are kind of the submission and which parts are used from various other places.
It'd be good if this showed like game images in the middle somehow. I'm gonna have to work out how to do that.
Oh, I see. Like on it. Yeah, I think does that get games API return that stuff? I think it does, doesn't it?
The image, yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to kind of blend it, which is going to take some CSS that I'm not convinced I know how to do. So that it doesn't just look like an image, but it kind of fits with the
Oh, I
top and bottom
see.
UI being like the Blu-rays somehow.
Need to think of like a little game that we could have in the diner, or a little fun interaction. Interact with the burger and make it do something, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything proper, does it? Because it's not a game, it's just like a social hangout.
That's it, yeah. So I think it's nice when you have, like, as I say, little things to go and interact with and play with, and little things to do. Another pretty cool thing might be like social games that you can play with friends. So you could like hang out with people in here on voice chat and actually have some sort of like some prompts and some games. I'm trying to think, like, like if you're literally in a room with your friends and you had like, I don't know, something like charades or something, or something that needs like cue cards and prompts. That might be quite a cool package. It's like a little kind of mini game to play inside your base. Yeah, to kind of hang out with. Food for thought. And that says they are the biggest fries in the world. Yeah, the food stuff from Alien Conspiracy always makes me really hungry. Like I've just had dinner, but I kind of want a massive burger and chips. Maybe not this big, but pretty.
Yeah, that is a bit big.
It is pretty. It just looks so tasty.
Why doesn't that gradient work? Oh, I know why that gradient doesn't work. I need to. That's looking better. That's looking worse. How am I managing this?
Sounds like it's going well.
Yes, extremely well. Oh dear. Right. -90. Ooh. Oh yeah. Aha! I've done it. Right.
So I guess one thing to consider with yours is that it'll be pretty good. Like if people just plug in their own, I guess they just throw an ID into a script and it should handle everything for them.
That will be the idea, yeah. Do you want to come take a look at the UI effect I've managed to make so far?
Ooh, yeah.
You have to come around to this side, like where my character is. In fact, if I turn
Ooh,
down the
nice.
lighting a bit, there we go. Look at that.
Oh, that looks
So
really cool.
now I need to get a game image appear in the middle somehow.
Nice.
In fact, do you mind if I keep the lighting a bit lower? Like,
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
yeah, that may be too low. I'm going to go to my favorite time in Crayta, which is 5:45.
Ooh, I'm more of a 5:30 kind of guy.
Oh, you're more of a half. Oh dear. Well, this is your stream.
No, whatever works for you.
Nah, that looks better. I was just trying to be weirdly specific and hope it was the best, but it's 17:46 and 12 seconds. That's the best time of day. I feel like this portal is going to need a steam gauge, like a pressure gauge, like it's somehow completely steam powered.
You need like a water wheel going next to it, like that's turning to generate the electricity.
Or like a crank handle or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's
quite an
amazing.
interesting thought actually. Like as a player, you have to like activate the portal. You have to like press a button and
That's
like
cool.
do something to like power it up.
That would be cool, but I feel like I should leave that up to the person who uses the package
Yes,
to
that's
like
true.
their game can decide how to do it. Otherwise it could be a bit limiting. Right, let me add script, new script, mechanical portal script. People can get game IDs, can't they? You can put a game ID straight in.
Yeah, you can fetch the game IDs via the companion site.
Yeah, cool. Have I seen that? Seen that? Create.crayta.com.
If you find the game, it's in the URL at the top.
Yeah, I'll just go for something rubbish. I'll go for something rubbish as a placeholder so people know to change it.
Canyon miners or something.
Yeah, where we?
Yeah.
Damn it! Spoiled it. Where's Canyon Miner?
Yeah. Very funny.
I can't talk. You've got like 66,000 plays.
Yeah.
So the ID. How do I find an ID on this?
It's in the
Or is
URL.
it just in the URL?
Yeah,
Oh, I
I
see.
think that's how we do it.
Cool. Name equals game ID. Type equals string. So yeah, I guess it's probably pretty clear to most people who've been watching so far, but obviously being a build jam, you are still allowed to use scripts and widgets and stuff, and you can use ones that you find in packages, or you can, as long as you credit the original creator, or you can even use your own, make your own ones as well.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's, not building a full game, as long as it's all kind of contributing towards the package you're creating, and that's all good.
Yeah, as I say, we've got some specific prize slots for kind of code-based things as well. So
Oh, have you?
yeah, we've got a couple of like I can't remember what they are. It's all on the itch page, but essentially it's like kind of technically impressive. I think was one of them. It's things like that.
Oh, nice.
There's a bit of something for everybody. Oh, I could hide something under here, couldn't I?
Self-top portal widget.
Right. Let's not spend too much time on this one, because what I'm hoping to do is churn through a couple of these little kind of mini scenes. I think that's fairly.
Are you making a few?
Yeah, what I'm thinking
Ooh,
is just having
that's quick.
a few of these little scenes like this, and then essentially people can just put the ones they want in their sort of social space, and I'll make sure they all fit within this sort of base plate. Maybe you can add a couple together, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay, so how do I get a game's image? api.crayta.com. Like get game or something. There's a get games. Or can I not? Can I not get a game's image from having its ID?
I think the only thing I can think you can use is the get games, which gets you like based on a rail name.
Okay.
Maybe. Not sure. Yeah, which could be problematic.
Yeah. Oh well, I can make this a rail thing instead, and it takes a game from there. Or you give it an image.
Or you give it an
Maybe
image.
we give it an image. That might work.
Yeah. Yeah, because to be honest, given like the sort of aspect of it, you might want to do a slightly different image anyway.
True. Okay, now I need to find my finest image. That I've ever uploaded. Picture of Russ.
Oh, that one. Classic.
Nah. Oh, do you remember that something gun game we did with the Alien Conspiracy Pack? Got a cool picture from that I'll use.
Mm. Area 51.
That's the one.
Okay, we've done diner. What would be a good thing? I could do a beach thing, I guess. Neon Coast makes sense. Yes, cool. So I've just made a unique copy of this, so I can now go ahead and update this, and it shouldn't affect my diner. Tiki bar, that's what we need.
Tiki bar. That sounds fun.
Could do something with the DJ set as well. Maybe I could build a little jukebox thing that randomizes through songs.
That'd be cool, yeah. Is that a package already? You could bring it in and then credit the package creator. I feel like there's
Yeah.
something like that.
I think there are some, aren't they? We'll see. Might be good to make a kind of something that's very simple.
Yeah.
T-Bomb says the dates on the Game Jam page appear wrong. I think it says builder-based build jam will run from the 28th of October at 7 p.m. BST, which is today, until the 11th of October.
October.
8th. Oh yeah, should be September, shouldn't it? We are not in October yet.
No,
okay.
not yet.
Yeah, looks like we're a month out on those. If Nat or AJ are around to update that. Yeah, looking at the dates. No, yeah, those dates are definitely right. Completely wrong month.
Yeah, but the year's right. Right?
The year, maybe? Doesn't say the
Does
year.
not have a year on it. Okay, it doesn't say the year. Well, then the year's right.
So yes, perfect. Tigerman says, so it looks like you're building something people can grab to build around. So essentially, what I'm thinking is it's like lots of mini little vignette type scenes that can sort of slot into a kind of the same gap. So I'll probably decorate up around this area a bit more towards the end, and then the idea is people can put whichever little thing they want in the middle. A big jumbo cocktail. And that ones, I really like the cups that we've got. We call it tropical drink. I really want one of these. I hope we do like a merch line at some point, and we have these. You know, the big like orange or the big yellow kind of wooden cups that we have.
Oh yeah, like the new ones with Neon Coast.
Yeah, like I really want to have one of those in real
Yeah,
life. They
they're
look so good, especially the jumbo one. That'll be a bit
big. All right. Oh, okay, that's kind of worked. So now I need to work out how I kind of do a gradient mask. Is Sean online? Go on.
Sure.
Go on. Help me with my game jam submission. Build jam submission. Because basically I want the image to be in this portal, but I want it like to fade towards the edges. I don't just want it to look like a square image because that'd be a bit rubbish. I'll put in gradient mask CSS would probably help me find it. Mask image. Now, is it something that GameFace is going to be happy with?
Well, that's always the question, isn't it?
That is always the question. That's there, that's there.
Ah, there is bamboo wall. I haven't actually built one of these beach shacks yet. I've seen a lot of them in other games and in the hub and stuff, but I've never actually been through and made one. Oh, what's going on with that?
A beach shack. Who made it for the Neon Coast trailer?
Uh, I'm going to try that again because that looks like it's not particularly happy. Right, start again. Start again. Bamboo wall.
Is this doing a thing? Can't even tell. Wait, I'm going to go to nighttime. Brace yourself. I think it's bad when I can't even tell if the thing I've done is working. I think it is.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know. Getting a strange like the back side of the bamboo wall is not playing ball. It's kind of like half transparent.
Wait, what?
So if you come over here, can you see how like the outside edges of this are like
where are we looking?
weird of the bamboo?
Oh, that is.
I don't know if it's just my eyes are going weird or okay.
No, that is, yeah, something's happening.
Is
I
it?
think it may be related to the fact that with this bamboo box, it's actually quite cool. You can see between the sticks,
Yeah, I
but maybe
guess.
because there's the transparency added, something's gone wrong there.
Yeah, I wonder if. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay.
Hmm. Well, before you delete it, you could do a backing plate of wood or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
So like do something else along the back that covers it like that, but not like that because that's not a good material to use.
No, no. Well, what I might do is might make it less sort of wall based.
Right, I want a radial gradient. Please accept this game face. A really low quality bit of UI there. Okay, high. Better. Aha, I think that's working.
Oh, so let us know in chat how you're getting on. If it's something that you're already diving into, we're half an hour into a 2 week process. But if anyone has just sort of jumped in and started building, let us know what it is you're kind of thinking to work on. I appreciate some people are probably wanting to hold their cards pretty close to their chest at the minute.
This is doing what I want it to do.
It is doing what you want it to do.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
I'm just not entirely sure what I want to do, therefore it's difficult to know if it's doing it.
If you don't have a plan, the plan can never fail. Right?
Yes.
And there's some logic in that. Maybe.
That does that. That does that. Maybe.
Oh, Mightyco says a base defense system. Ooh, that's an interesting way to think of it. Like you step into like a fairly safe looking hub, and then like turrets and stuff come out of everywhere. That'd be pretty fun.
Oh, I can do an ellipse. Ellipse at center. See if any of this works. Ellipse at center. What is that doing? Ah, is that what I want? What am I trying to do?
You're right.
Where do I put percentages in this? I hate but aha, did it. Okay, that is what I want to do. Right, 80%. Yes,
Progress.
progress. Sorry,
That's okay.
give me a sec. Can that go further out? 20%. And yeah, do you want to come and take a look?
Yeah, one sec.
That took me way too long to figure out how to do. Now back to actually building something with it.
Ooh. Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, it was all just trying to fade that image so it doesn't look like a hard image, and it all just kind of blends. Right, pain.
What's your plan with the back? Because obviously it's single
I
side.
don't, I don't know.
Or will it have a back? Maybe it wouldn't have like a back. It would have like a, it would be solid metal.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll only enter it from the front,
And
but
then
I'm not sure what I'll do with the
yeah,
other side yet.
could be like an old safe. It's like just a big box that you essentially land in.
Actually, if you stay there for a sec, um, just want to show you a cool light effect. If anyone else makes a portal type of thing, it's really cool to take a light in the middle, make it a rectangular light, and then you can have it like it's bleeding just out of the portal,
Oh, I see.
and
Yeah,
make it the exact size. Not big enough. Yeah, see how that kind of looks like the light is just spilling out of the portal because it's rectangular, so it only comes forwards. There we
yeah.
go.
It's like the only way you'd achieve that with a point light is with a shadow, but obviously the shadow would then bleed through all the gaps in the iron, and you get all the light on
Yeah,
this
exactly.
side, or the shadow and stuff. But yeah, that looks really cool.
Also makes quite a cool light around the metal, like the metal work around the portal. It's kind of
Yeah.
glowing blue. Not sure if that's what I intended, but it's happened. I'll make it a bit wider. Yeah, cool. There we go. Right.
Hmm. So, I guess it's decoration and all that sort of stuff now.
Yep. And probably some logic to make it actually go to the game, but that can
Yeah,
come second.
that's 2 minutes work, right?
Yeah, like the gradient was.
Easy. Right, let's tidy this up a little bit. So,
Go in the right place. There.
okay, let's collect this together. So, bamboo poles, bar counter, and the roof. Bar. Nice. Okay, cool. So there's another little set made. So, and because I know they're all based on the voxel mesh, I know kind of their center point. So they should all be kind of, if I wanted to spawn them in, they'd all kind of spawn at the same place. Adam's portal do underscore not underscore touch. Very protective.
I hope I made it clear.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't dream of it.
No, don't want that, actually. But I want to lift everything a little bit. Oh no, what did I move? Oh, that because it's simulating.
Yeah, let's
Almost too much
do
choice.
one more. What should I do next? I've done American Diner, I've done Beach. A good offset thing from that. Or I could do like Western
What? And
Saloon.
they can be anything.
Yeah.
Western Saloon could be cool. A like temple entrance or temple offering table or something could be cool.
Make it quite jungly. Yeah, I guess jungle would be good, wouldn't it?
Like ruins jungle, so roots and stuff coming through.
Yeah. AJ says evil lair. Be interesting. I could do that. Some sort of like kind of just dark dungeon, like a mechanical revolution type thing. Do I just go all foliage here? Probably. Oh, maybe not all foliage.
Ooh.
Camouflage.
Okay, right, back to my thing. Yeah, I think mechanical revolution props for a portal looks really cool. Oh, that's a big piece. Or actually, could I use a big piece?
Whoa, that's a big piece.
But could I use a big piece? Just wondering. Maybe if I can make this work. Move that one. No, this will just make the portals too big for anyone to put in their game. I want it to actually still be usable.
Yeah, I was going to say it has to kind of fit nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah. I really like the black metal material that's used in Mechanical Revolution.
Which one?
Just the material on all these props.
Oh, just like
It's like
that
the
kind of.
black iron.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. I really like the bench. I think it's like the iron bench with all like the detail on it and stuff. Looks really nice.
Piping. Let's make a pipe. Oh, you know, it'd be really cool
What would be really
for
cool?
someone in this build jam trying to use like every prop from a particular pack. So if you search by a tag, like Mechanical Revolution, then try and build a thing with every prop. That might not be a good idea at all. And I'm not saying that would ever help you win any prize or anything, but I think it would be cool.
I like how
Disclaimer,
quickly you backtracked on that. It's like, this would be cool.
I am not judging prizes. Please don't do this. But...
Probably a horrible idea, but it would be cool.
No, I don't think it would be a horrible idea. I still think it would be cool.
Nah, it'd be cool. It'd be an interesting challenge.
Ooh, the nut and bolt thing is really cool for having the projection come out of it. It's a nice shape. Oh, that looks brilliant. Nice.
A nut and bolt thing.
Yeah, come and look at the portal now. Like the jumbo nut and bolt from MR.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Because it comes out of the like sideways slit
The
in it.
slot, yeah.
Let me add a light to that actually.
So you could go as far as like having it that when it powers on, you could have that screw like actually screw out, like spin and come up, and then it like.
Oh my god,
That'd be cool.
that is a good idea.
That can be part of it. It's like activation sequence is the screws spinning.
It could be, if I can be bothered.
Definitely needs
Big,
some.
big
If I can be bothered. Definitely needs some Tesla. Tesla Lightning somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it does need that.
Like you're saying about the nice material, like it reflects the Tesla so nicely. Like it's cool to kind of have in the proximity of it.
I'll call this piece a portal emitter. What I might do actually is going to steal one of my previous scripts. You know my big mechanical snake head?
Oh yeah,
I made a script for that that's like you can tell it when to activate and then it will move and rotate on activating and then you deactivate and it undoes that.
nice.
Quite a useful script. It might help here. I hope no one's wanting a new hub next season or anything because I want to work on this tomorrow instead, I think.
That's fine. We'll just make the hub out of those sorts of things. People will love that.
Just all portals. Portals and random themed vignettes of things.
Now the question is, will the chandelier fit?
The answer is no, surely. I mean,
Perfect.
actually, you know, my idea of you should use every prop. If I was using that for the portal, some of these would be pretty cool, like trying to get a sewing machine into it. Just seeing like sandwich. Try and fit a sandwich into the portal thing. What does that piece look like? Wow, that's huge. Okay. Oh, could work in my piping. It doesn't. Ah, that is kind of cool. Pasting one thing. Both.
Missing what?
Ah, there we go. I said stop pasting one thing.
Oh, they said it's missing one thing. I was waiting to see like a jumbo sandwich appear.
Oh, I can't find it quick enough for the joke to work. Hang about. Yes.
Perfect. that can be the triangle,
so good.
the corners.
Ow. Oh, that'd be cool to have stuff kind of flying out of it or like whizzing around it. What are you doing? Go away.
There you go, lad. Oh no, I
Trying to put a
crashed.
sandwich in
Oh
the
no,
corner.
you made me crash.
I bet you crashed by deleting your sandwich.
Oh no.
Whoops.
That'll teach me to play messenger thing. That's pretty funny.
How are we going to log that bug tomorrow?
I was placing giant sandwich. Pretty funny. Yeah, that'll teach me.
Don't do it again.
Right. Okay.
There are little gears that can move around this.
So once I finish this little jungle bit, I'll probably work on something that will like rotate through them. Do I go as ambitious as to make it like sink in the floor and the next one rise up, or do I just spawn them? Or showing and hiding might be better. I guess I could have a script that you place the ones you want, and then you kind of use the script to determine which one appears, and then when players press the button, it sort of cycles through them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Can you have them appear in a cool way, or are you just going to spawn them?
I might just make it so they appear and disappear, which might be a job for the state switcher.
The state switcher.
Okay, we're back.
What does Mighty Animations do?
What doesn't Mighty Animations do?
Make a game portal work. Probably. Maybe it does.
Just use the game portal setting.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. No, I'm wondering about. You see how I put like gear teeth all around it? I'm wondering about trying to have like a cog or two cogs constantly moving around.
Ooh, like yeah, kind of as if they're walking around on the teeth.
Yeah,
That could work.
it could, but it also could not. I'm not sure.
Cool. In fact, what I might do is spend a bit of time on this sort of base plate around the edge. So the idea being, you've kind of got some stuff around here to do, and then it's like you just clip in the one that you want at that moment. So have some kind of more like just less themed things. So kind of urban life. Is that still a tag? Urban life.
I don't know. Right, let's see how easy Mighty Animations is to use. I've never used it before. It's looking pretty simple. I want it to go 200 on the X, first of all. And I want it to rotate. Oh, that's difficult to work out. Hang on, it's got 6 teeth and it goes through 1, 2, 3, 4. And it goes through 9 things, so that needs to be 360 times 1.5 degrees. Or something. 520. No, bad maths. 540. In the what?
Wouldn't be an Adam stream if there wasn't some maths at some point.
Exactly. No, that doesn't look quite right. What have I done wrong? Oh no, it only does 8 rotations. 8 rotations, 6 cogs. Each cog is 60 degrees, 480. Yes. Then got to go up by 400. Well, this was easier said than done.
Let's see. This all thanks
I
to Mighty
haven't
Animations.
done it yet. It's nowhere near done yet. It will be all thanks to Mighty Animations, yeah. That's gonna go. It's to work. That's gonna go there. It then does. Oh my god.
This is fun.
Eight on
I'm
that.
not talking because
I
it's
know
just
the
fun. It's
next.
just fun listening to the commentary of the cogs turning.
Literally.
Literally.
17 by 60 degrees is 1020 on the pitch. Put that in linear. Okay, so if it goes back to there, simulate. Dun, 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 dun. This could look amazing if it. Okay, it doesn't work. Oh no, that's put in the wrong place. Oh, I've done bad maths. However, it nearly works, but there's a weird little jump it does, and I'm not sure why it does that. I'm going to blame Mighty Animations. It starts. Oh, it starts on half a turn. Oh my god. It needs to end on half a turn. It needs to go 1, 8, 16, 16. 16 turns. 960. Yes. Why did I commit to this? This is so not worth the effort.
You're too far down that path now, though.
I really am. And then we go minus 200. And we go plus 400. That's going to take 5. That's going to take 10. That's going to go minus 480. Minus 60. Please work. No, but no, why would you go wrong on the last bit, you stupid. What?
How's it going?
Oh, no. Yeah, good. This would be so worth it. 262.5. Why did I give myself unnecessary maths?
Yeah, I haven't even forced us upon you this time.
Okay, so that goes around that way. Moving gear. Probably template. And that one. Just flip all the numbers and it'll work first time. Hey Russ, do you want to come and see something not work first time?
Do I?
I haven't tried it with both cogs yet, both gears. The answer is yes, you do want to. Ready?
Go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a weird
Nice.
little jolt, but they do go round.
Oh, I see when it gets to the corner.
Yeah.
That's it, just reconfiguring. That's fine. That's pretty cool, though.
Okay. I think I need one on every corner. That's going to be more effort.
Developer says Adam just make us an IK package. Welcome back to another video where Adam shouts at Crayta. Adam is Crayta.
Okay. Fine, I'm not coming and doing a stream again. I didn't shout. Oh, I probably did, didn't I? I probably just shouted more at the concept of doing maths than at Crayta. Gonna speed these up a bit. Mighty Co, if you're watching, why does it jolt? Can you fix?
Oh, a little like sports type thing might be fun.
Well, or like a sports arena type thing, or
I'm just thinking like a little thing in here, like just a something to pick a ball around in, maybe. Fun little hangout thing to do.
right, how does this look? Now that I've done all this, I don't think I like it.
I like the idea. I wonder if it needs to be like somewhere else. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I set it back a bit, it's kind of in the way.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Set
Like,
all of that back.
if it's a bit less obvious. I think Mitoko may have left to go play the tank game they just released, which I highly recommend. Ooh.
Ooh, that sounds quite exciting. Right, if I shove all this gear stuff back. I think it's just a bit too far, like in. Ooh, it's gone all funny and simulating and won't unsimulate.
Uh-oh.
Do you mind if I preview quickly?
Yeah,
Tell you
sure.
Oh, why is the image looking all weird now? Oh, that got moved for some reason.
Oh, okay. So a quick little bit of scripting.
Why do I insist on giving myself a more difficult task than I need to?
Oh, okay. So I've got my ball and ball arena trigger. And cool. So in theory, if that ball leaves this trigger, it should get reset back to where it started. See how it goes. This is like a fun thing to do. Yeah, then I think maybe I might remove the beach, the DJ from here, and I might just have it over here instead.
Eight, 9, 10. So 600 degrees and 1200 degrees, I think.
Still on the maths.
Yes. But I have made a system that is not very scalable or changeable. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18. Was actually 10 then? Yeah. 18 times 60. Well, that's correct. That's nice to see. How's your stuff going?
Okay. I'll work out what's going on there. Yeah, just kind of decorating the outside little space here, and then gonna add a little bit of something to allow you to select what appears in the middle. But I think what I'm doing is essentially the starter for, like, you know, setting the kind of, someone could download this package essentially and then see how it's set up and then just start creating their own little kind of center pieces for it as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thought.
What if I make all the versions the same? That's quite a nice effect, I think. Where the heck is that one going? Get back in there. Where have you gone?
Get
What are
back
you
in
doing?
there.
You stupid gear. Nearly all of them worked except one pesky one that wanted to go somewhere else. Oh, I see why. And the culprit. Yep, that's the one. Okay, right. I've got gears. Not sure what that was for. What's next? Oh, I wanted to make things activate, or you wanted me to make things activate.
I mean, it's up to you.
It would be very cool.
Would.
Might do that as a stretch goal. Might try and like art it up today for the stream.
Yeah,
Do
so
that
we've got time. Maybe that's something
another
to
time.
jump on and do next week, is continue this sort of stuff. Like, mine's
This
an
is
idea
true.
that I'm slowly kind of just evolving. I'm sure I'll kind of lay down in bed tonight and think of like 100 different things I could have done differently or better. Or
People in chat, how are your jams coming along? How's everyone getting on? If you've started, that is. Maybe you haven't started yet. because you're being kind and finishing watching the stream.
Yeah. I like how open-ended the theme is. Everything will be very different. Yeah, I mean, I think that's something, you know, we've definitely learned from in the past, is trying to make sure that everyone has like the scope to do what they want. But actually the main purpose of this is kind of everyone's going to hopefully produce stuff that is kind of in the same direction. You know, we're looking for stuff that is going to be useful for lots of other people to kind of basically just run with. And, you know, on the back of it, hopefully we'll see a lot of people making some really cool hub spaces. So obviously we've seen things like DJ Hub do really well in Crayta, and it looks fantastic. You know, it works really well. So we kind of wanted to kind of fill the community tab with all the stuff that people could just start pulling together, and, you know, really see some cool, some kind of cool, stylish little spaces. So, I mean, my thing isn't necessarily going to create an entire space, but it could be like, if someone's creating a hub, they might want to drop this in the corner somewhere and have some sort of like pre-built custom things to it. You know, that's the idea. Or Adam's portals. You know, someone might want to take that as an inspiration, take that one, and then build 3 or 4 different themed portals based on that. So yeah, really cool stuff.
It might work.
Cool. Okay, so very simple little script at the minute. This is something that could perhaps evolve with it. But we will see essentially, you know, when we spawn one of these at random gets picked out. We'll see how that looks in a sec. Dryco says, are we submitting a package, or will a showcase of it, or will a showcase of it be judged? Yeah, I think like having a showcase of it will help. But I think just the package itself, you know, it's something we'll perhaps go and install and have a little look at anyway. So I think not so much like a showcase, but it's always good. And again, this kind of comes back to that packages best practices, but having an example. I know this is something you do a lot of, Adam, is when you make a package, there'll be a template in the package which is kind of called something underscore example. So you can drag that straight in the game and you get a very quick idea of how it all looks when it's put together. So, for example, my package at the minute is going to come with this base plate and these 3, but actually having this base plate configured as an example with the various parameters set on a script and things like that, it just kind of gives people a very quick idea. So yeah, I think that's AJ in chat saying, you know, the Mighty Lasers package gave us a lot of power and freedom and things to do, and I'd still love to see some games make the most of that. But actually having the example there to kind of drag out and use straight away was really, really good. Cool. Are you ready for a preview at all? Have a little look at what we've got.
Can I have like 2 minutes?
Sure.
Ooh, I wonder if a specific piece would fit in there. You know how some things just like fit really nicely.
Yeah.
I am just wondering, this would be one of those moments. And if it is, I'll have to show you how satisfying it is. Please work. Please line up perfectly. Poop. Okay, it doesn't.
Oh.
Not quite. I'll add a couple of bits.
Okay, so pressing the button should pick another random thing. How might I be able to extend this? Maybe instead of random, it could be on an index.
Yeah, I'm kind of ready when you are. But I'll add a backing plate if you're still going.
Yeah, it's like a minute.
Yep. Oh, what am I moving there?
Oh, okay, ready when you are.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay, go
nice. Cool. Oh, something broke. Lol. Oh, I know why. Because I'm an idiot. Anyway, let's look at your thing.
Why is that still? Hang on.
Okay, let me fix mine.
Why is that in the wrong place still?
That's not how that works.
That goes there. That goes. Ooh. Okay, right. I think it's now in the right place. Yeah. Ready when you are.
Hey, we have a diner.
That's weird. Definitely appearing different when I preview to when I'm simulating in game. Gonna have to look at that. Oh, cool.
We have a beach. And interact with that button and it will change. Something else. I guess I could get
the collision's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Oh. I'm in a jungle. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, wait. I thought I was stuck inside something, but you were just mashing the button. Gotcha.
Yeah. Funny. Oh. Have you made some invisible wall so that sticks in the area?
No. It's something with the triggers breaking it, I think. Yeah, the trigger's not working properly.
It's supposed to have zero gravity, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a floaty ball.
Okay.
Oh no.
I've lost that. Okay, well that was fun while it
Damn.
lasted.
I invite you to my social space and look what happens.
Okay, fine, I'll leave. I'll go to another game. See?
I go to another game and just face plant on the back.
Don't look at me.
Getting ground up by the cogs.
Maybe the cog shouldn't have collision.
Yeah,
no, the transparency mask thing seems to not work when I'm in preview, which is a bit weird.
Oh, that's weird. It looks awesome though. Like as a game, as a portal, like I mean, you don't really know what it is, but then it's the sort of thing that'd be really cool, as you say, when it activates, because like you come up to it, it's like, what is this? Just kind of iron and stuff, and then as you get close to it, you see like the hologram appear. That'd be really neat.
Yeah, or maybe just like a big brick voxel mesh slides away. That'd be easier.
That would be easier, yeah. Dryco says it looks cool, so that's the Dryco seal of approval. It's good.
Nice.
Nice. Right. ZK says, I might try making a game for the jam. What do you think? So we are specifically looking for packages out of this, not games. So you could perhaps do like a showcase game using some of the packages you've made, but submissions are strictly, we're looking at packages, not games. So if you do want to kind of be eligible for some prizes, perhaps. You want to have a real proper submission, then do make sure you're submitting a package, not a game. Little Crayta says, what is the theme of the jam? So the theme is build a base. All of the links, all of the descriptions, everything you need to know is available via the itch page, which there is a link knocking about. I'll add a link probably as a Discord sort of exclamation bot. Sorry, not for Twitch, like a command. It'll throw out the link when you put exclamation build jam or something. We'll sort that out later. But yeah, so if you head over to our itch page, there we go. There's the link there from the mod. So that everything you need to know is over there. Right, well, time at 8:30. Probably 5-10 more minutes. Let's think what little things we want to try and get done. Oh yeah, I need to fix my trigger. What was the error?
Why I lose my image mask when I change the image through code? It's a bit weird.
Fixed it, I think. Oh, right. So these three can disappear.
Thinking all this backing can go back. And each of the corner pipes can have another pipe. Love my pipes.
Needs more Tesla effects.
Fine. Add some. Paste and paste. What would a portal really look like if you made a real one?
No, that's it, isn't it? It probably looks something like what you've made, like out of real materials. It's not going to be something that's like, a metal bar that shines a hologram. It's probably going to be some sort of contraption.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it would just be some sort of Elon Musk style, like Cybertruck creation.
Like the Tesla bot.
The Tesla bot.
Did you see it? Did you see that?
I saw something about it. I haven't actually seen it.
So weird.
Yeah.
Well, so far all they've actually shown is a person in a morph suit that looks a bit like a robot doing a dance on the stage.
It's a robot. I imagine it's like they probably have like a working robot, but it crashed and was broken just before the thing, so they just like got like an intern. It was like, you wear this morph suit. You're now Tesla bot. People are here to see a robot. Damn it.
That's fun to imagine. That's how they operate.
Yeah.
It may well be true.
I mean, they did smash up a truck with a hammer, right?
Yeah. Look how strong. Oh, never mind.
Let's make a light switch. There's all these little things, little tiny touches like this, I think, that can really start to make an environment feel pretty nice and kind of fun to kind of interact with. Like, as soon as players are in a social space that hasn't got any game rules, it's just sort of like a hangout. As soon as they notice a couple of things they can interact with, it's kind of quite engaging to then, run around and find everything to interact with and what do all the buttons do and that sort of stuff. Little Crayta says, so if I got it, I could create like a tile set pack to create maps with, or should I create a whole environment dedicated to multiple types of game? So the way to think of this is not so much about making game maps and games, it's more about base building. So what might players need to build a base? That base could have some kind of gameplay ramifications. Eventually it could be something that's used, it could be kind of a modular set of tiles to build a capture the flag base, for example. It's things like that, or leaning more into the sort of kind of social hangout spaces. You might want to build a tile set that allows players to build their own social hub spaces, a bit like what I'm doing here. So it's kind of, there's no gameplay link to this, it's just kind of a cool little social hangout for players to have with their friends. And we can kind of layer in other packages here that other people make. So some players like Adam might be making game portals, or others might be making interesting ways to show off screenshots and things like that. So you can start to like add all these packages together. So if you wanted to make a tile set pack, then yeah, I'd aim more towards the sort of the base building side of things. So how could you make something that players could build a base out of rather than an entire environment? Hope that helps. Cool. Right, are you ready for one last little preview and run around before we call it?
Let me just find one voxel material somewhere.
This is looking really nice.
What should be the backing panel? Actually, that, but in blue. Yeah, okay. Go for it. But if this image mask thing still doesn't work, I'm going to have to press the show. Yeah, it still hasn't worked. Why? Why is it not working? Get out.
I guess what you could do for like a backing on the inside, I don't know how you would control it, but you could have like when you're inside, it's almost like a neon voxel mesh appears on your client, so you can't look back out.
I mean, what I'll probably do is just do a screen fade as you jump through.
Yeah,
because then it should take you to a game.
Takes your camera away from you, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That looks really cool though. Like it's a really nice, as I say, like it's really kind of set in the mechanical evolution sort of theme. And I can imagine taking this dimension and building like a jungle temple version of it, a Western kind of saloon version. Like you can kind of take this sort of, as I say, this kind of box and almost make the different themes based on the box. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's such a shame the gradient thing's not working in play, but it is in editor. I can't work out why that would happen, but
we have to have a look.
We'll figure it out.
You have to get some screenshots over in Discord. So if you're here and you aren't on Discord, do make sure you head over to discord.gg/Crayta and you can check out the sort of updated screenshots from this. Yeah, has my light worked? Hey, I got a light you can interact with. I break it.
Amazing. What will you think of next?
What will I think of next? How about...
Aha! I'm stuck.
That'll teach you.
Maybe you need like a trigger
that
bounces people out if you change.
I was about to say, it's like just throws them out of the area before it does it.
Yeah. You know what would be really cool? Do you remember in the Alien Conspiracy Hub, the whole diner changed each time an event happened and everything slid under the floor, something else slid in and came up? It'd be cool if it did that. slide away, go to the left, something comes in from the right, slides back into place.
Yeah, no, that would be quite cool actually. I think because I'm just spawning them at the minute, but it's a fairly like small amount of assets. I think performance-wise, like it should be.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
What is that, like 20 assets in that?
Yeah, if that.
So it shouldn't be a huge problem to have them all there.
So like I've got my
Then
friends over, we'd hang out, and then I'd be like, hey, let's do a beach party. So we could put the beach on and we could play some tunes over here and we can do some dancing and playing. And then it's like, oh look, I'm hungry. Let's go to the diner. Hey, you got the diner.
Nice. Actually, you know what would be a simpler solution to this? If you had a big voxel mesh wall around here that slid up really quickly, then it changed, and then it slid back down. You can't see it change.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like something's going on, but then you can just spawn them like you're doing now. That might work.
Yeah, it'd be good to hide that like few frames of it appearing.
Yeah.
And yeah, to sort of throw people out. Oh, does the ball work now? Aha. Fun.
Oh, it's literally within the yellow area.
Yeah, it's pretty small. But, you know, I guess it's the idea that the package is giving you the logic to, you know, you can take this trigger now and essentially just make the trigger as big as you want. You can put it where you want.
I was wondering if around this yellow area, you want to make a voxel like boundary and then set it so it doesn't overlap with players. Sorry, it does overlap with players, but not with like the ball.
Oh, so it bounces around inside.
Yeah. So it will bounce in a fixed area, but you can walk in and out of it.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if you can do that with a voxel mesh at the moment. There might be a task for that, but you could do it with like some invisible billboards or something.
Yeah. That could work. Cool. Okay, right. Well, I think that's probably a good point to wrap this Build Jam launch stream up. Dryco says you could use some post-processing inside too, maybe outline or something. Yeah, pretty good. It's always good to throw in the post-processors on the client to kind of mix things up and make things pretty interesting. So so that is our Build Jam launch. So as I say, we are launching, that is the Build a Base Build Jam. So do make sure you head over to the itch page. The links are various around it. Head over to Discord if you hadn't already to sort of have a chat. I'm not sure if we're going to or if we already have, but there's normally a Build Jam channel set up specifically to sort of chat about this stuff. Really good. Best of luck to everybody. You know, say you've got 2 whole weeks to work on your submission. So really interested to see what people do with the extra time. And obviously the incentive for some serious money behind it. Say $50,000 prize pool. So that's split across various prizes. We've got a first place, second place, third place. We've got I think it's about 8 categories for various other kind of specific, you know, winners of, you know, most inventive, you know, most efficient, all that sort of stuff. And then we've also got some various other little kind of small prizes here and there to go alongside it. So as I say, yeah, thank you for joining in. It's been a pretty fun stream. We've had quite a few people watching, so it's always great to have kind of a pretty full group. Do make sure, if you haven't already, you head over to Discord. That's discord.gg/Crayta. You can join in with the community and the devs. We're over there most days, so we'll be able to kind of get any questions answered on there. It's probably the best place for that. Head over to Twitter and Instagrams at Crayta Game on both of those platforms, and you can find us obviously on Twitch and YouTube, which you obviously know because you're here now. So do make sure you subscribe and follow to get all the latest streams, updates, you know, tutorials, highlights, all that sort of fun stuff. So thanks for joining in, Adam. As I say, it's been pretty fun, and that portal is looking pretty sweet.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was a good fun stream, and I think I will try and do a bit more work on this and get it to a good state.
Cool. Well, that'd be fun. Look forward to seeing what you get in. Plenty of screenshots in Discord would be good. So yeah, thank you everybody, and we will see you in a stream tomorrow night. AJ's going to be back with another play along stream. So if play Stadia Creator is more you think, then do make sure you tune in tomorrow. Grab your controllers and join in the kind of the fun madness of the play along stream. So we'll see you then. Bye.